Hey everybody, it's Nicole in the tech department. I wanted to show you today what your students see when they log into an assignment that you've created in Google Classroom. I've been getting a few questions about how to help your students because you're not sure exactly what it looks like when they open an assignment and what they see on their end. So I created a sample assignment for my demo class that I use to test everything. And my assignment is called Chapter 1 Review. Right now I'm signed in as a student. I'm on the classwork tab, so it looks very similar to your screen. I'm going to go ahead and click on the name of the assignment, and then I'm going to click View Assignment. So this is the screen that your students see. It looks pretty similar to your screen, except on the right-hand side, you'll see a box that says Your Work, and you'll see a couple extra buttons than what you typically see on the teacher view. So when you set up this assignment, if you selected make a copy for each student, that copy of the file shows up at the very top. Your students have the option to click add or create. So if you had them take a picture of something, or if you want them to create a new Google Doc or a new Google Slides presentation, they can click that add or create button to add those files to their assignment. When they are done, they'll click the Turn In button. Sometimes this will say Mark is done. You want to remind your students that clicking that button is very important because to you as the teacher, that gives you a very quick visual notification of how many students have completed the assignment and how many students are still working on it. The last thing that you're going to notice on the student view is that there is a class comments section as well as a private comments section. Class comments entered here under class comments are visible to every student in the class. Private comments entered here are only visible between you, the teacher, and that individual student. Okay, so now let's flip over to the teacher side to see what things look like on your end. So I'm flipping over to my teacher side. I'm going to click that same assignment. Now I can see that 0 of my 4 students have turned in the assignment. This is where it's important for your students to click either turn in or mark as done so that this number 0 goes up. Even if you just assigned something like a video that you want your students to watch, having them click turn in or mark as done gives you a quick notification or a quick acknowledgement that your students have watched the video, even if they're not actually turning something in. As a teacher, if I click View Assignment, that takes me to a screen where I can see everything that my students have attached so far. So for this particular assignment, I selected make a copy for each student. So each of my 4 students are shown here, and their Google Doc that I attached to this assignment is shown as well. If I want to click on their Google Doc while it's in progress, I can click on that at any time. They don't have to turn it in. So if I want to see what a student has done up to this point, I can click on their Google Doc. It will open what they've done. I can leave comments and feedback to them while they're in progress, while that's still kind of in the draft stage prior to being submitted. Once your students have turned things in, you can leave grades for them, and then you can click the box next to their name and you can click return. I kind of remind everybody that this is very similar to a paper workflow. So think about your students when they click mark is done or turn in, that is similar to them handing you the piece of paper. When you click the checkbox and you've given them a grade and you click return, that is like you giving them the graded assignment back. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're working in Google Classroom and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.